I'm going to share with you 6 tips on reducing the misery of camping so you could have a better time. And these 6 tips I've learned the hard way over many decades of being in the wilderness here. The first is unzip your sleeping bag from the outside instead of the inside. So when you unzip your sleeping bag, let me lower my camera here. You want to, instead of pulling the zipper from the inside, kind of fighting with it there, I always, when in my sleeping bag, I reach out, straighten the fabric out, and then zip it from the outside, and it's much easier to control. I've only damaged my Western mountaineering Magellan once. I got a small tear because I didn't do that. It snagged, and I didn't realize it, and it bummed me. But this Versalite's 10 years old, and you can see no problems. And even though Western mountaineering puts this stiffener tape in here to help, I found if you just put your arm outside and unzip outside, it's much easier. The second tip is airing out your sleeping bag. Do not get yourself in a rush where you have to ram your sleeping bag in super quick. Instead, in the morning, get your sleeping bag, open it up, air it out, and pile all your clothes, your night clothes there. And sometimes what I do is I just put the sleeping bag over me to keep myself warm while I'm eating my breakfast and chowing down. And the heat from my body will heat the sleeping bag up so the moisture from my body that got into the bag at night doesn't freeze and thus put frost into my sleeping bag. And instead, my little 100-watt light bulb worth of body heat airs the sleeping bag out, and it makes a big difference. And how do I know this? Well, I am the author of The Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping. Check out links below. You can learn a lot about that. The third tip is use a foam pad plus an air mattress. This is my summer air mattress, and I have a winter air mattress as well. Actually, I have 2 winter air mattresses. No matter how much money I spend, they're still cold to be on. They won't chill you as bad. Oops, looking in the wrong spot. They won't chill you as bad. But, use a foam pad plus an air mattress. You'll have much better sleep. 1, 2, 3, fourth tip. Do not wriggle around on your air mattress. I have flattened air mattresses like 40 miles into the Golden Trout Wilderness in California. That sucked. Instead, if you need to move your air mattress at night, get completely off of it, adjust the air mattress, reposition, and get it back on. If you grab and pull, and there's a little stick, it will flat your air mattress. I'm telling you for a friend. The fifth thing is don't air up your air mattress all the way. You can see the air mattress is maybe about 2/3 full. Not even close to being full, because when you sleep on it and you lay down, if it's too full, it'll actually, your back will push up, and then your head will push down, and that makes for a miserable time. So the temptation is to air the air mattress up all the way. Don't do that. All I do is air it up just enough so when I lay on my side here, my shoulder doesn't press into the ground, and that's it. And in fact, it's just a tiny bit too hard. It takes fine-tuning. And then the last tip that will save you a lot of frustration at night when you're messing with your gloves, don't take your gloves off and just drop them anywhere. Don't do that. By the way, are you wearing liner gloves? The liner gloves keep your fingers warm, but it also prevents cracks in your fingers. Instead, what I do when I take my gloves off, this is the final tip that I talked about in my book, The Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping, is if I had to take my gloves off, I put them right here in my collar. So if the worst thing They fall down into my shirt. Oh, hey, I know where they are. At night, when you drop this black glove into a dark tent, the amount of time you waste is monumental. So if you're going to take your gloves off, just grab them, put them in your shirt. You don't lose them, but bonus, instead of putting your gloves on the cold, miserable ground, you put them in your shirt. When you put them back on, your gloves are still warm. Oh, what a difference. Just by putting them in your shirt, you pull them out, and it's no big deal. Have you ever put cold, miserable gloves on, and then your fingers freeze for half an hour? Yeah, there's a complete way around that. If I got to wear my gloves, I'll put them in here. So when I put them on, they're pre-toasted. Huge difference. My name's Aaron Lansdowne, Polar Explorer, and author of The Motivated Amateur's Guide to Winter Camping. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out links below. Thank you for watching all these years.